Hello, everyone. It is I, Blair, again, and this is going to be the Showa MechaGodzilla showcase. So yeah, let's get this party started. So base health 3,600, pretty solid. We got finger missiles right here. Let me just show you. It's supposed to be like a melee. It's a very weird melee though, as because it looks like a projectile, but it fires 4 out, each doing 250 damage. They can be a bit tricky to land, but if you can land all of them, insane damage, like 1,000 damage. Next is Optical Laser. Let me see. Yeah, right here. This does devastating damage as well. I think it's like in the 2,000 area. And then we got Cross Ray Attack. Now this one I believe is like 17 or 1,800. I'll have to double check and get like a friend to test it. I want to do that. I'll post like a comment like below the video to get the actual statistics. Here's Defense Neo Barrier, which is actually an amazing barrier because it's way bigger than like Mecha himself. So it just covers a huge area around him that defends him, which is amazing. Next is his roars. First we got Mechanical Clone. Pretty nice. And here's Cybernetic Screech. Pretty damn dope. Next up, we have his flight. And if you notice, he has a very unique flying system. Now, before the old flying system, for anyone who's like new, didn't play the game like last year or something like that, like a while ago, we had an older flying system where you could just turn on the dime. Like every flying kaiju could turn on a dime, which made flying combat complete AIDS. But basically, Showa MechaGodzilla has the old flying system, which is just absolutely broken, combined with like his extremely powerful beams, his defensive barrier. Like he's literally untouchable when flying. Basically, it's stupid. It's funny because he only has a base flight speed of 80, which for something his size and health is considered slow. Like that's as fast as Monster Zero. Yet because he has being able to turn on a dime gives you unlimited mobility in the air. He can just dodge anything. You can literally do this. Watch. Let's say I beam a target, right? And then they're like, grrr, I'm gonna get you. But then I can just juke them, right? Just keep juking them. And this time, although I'll keep juking them until I have either enough charge or my cooldown's finished. I'll beam them and drop. And generally speaking, you can just repeat this process. Like, usually a slow kaiju with beams would struggle because they get, caught and then melee rush because, slow speed and lack of a good melee. But because you can just dodge everything, your speed doesn't really matter all too much. I mean, if you did give him extra speed, then he'd really be untouchable. So yeah, you can just dodge forever. Or if you're getting beamed by multiple people, force field. And top this off, he has a fast swim. He can swim. He can swim quick too. He actually swims faster than he flies. Like his flight speed is 80, his swim speed is 90, and he has the unlimited mobility while swimming too. Which, granted, isn't as useful because the water is pretty shallow, so you can't make full use of like the unlimited mobility you have. But it's like, well, it's okay. And for finger missiles, instead of aiming forward, it's gonna aim down. That's pretty much how it works. It's gonna aim down. Yeah, that's pretty it, I believe. I'm trying to think of anything I might be missing, but for the most part, I don't think I am. Because I'm going to say it now, he's an easy S+ tier. As of now, I would say he's either tied with Destroya, or maybe just barely below. The reason he's either tied or barely below, like, he has unlimited mobility, good beams, force field, And the issue is finger missiles is so iffy. Like, sure, that's aim on a building, but if you aim it on another kaiju, it's, like, obviously they're not going to stay still. Like, these are basically almost useless in aerial combat, in my opinion, because you have to aim down, and considering that you have an 80 flight speed, trying to get on top of your opponent and get them to stay still, in a skilled versus skilled scenario, that's not going to work. But it is, I will say, it's still very good against ground kaiju. Like, because ground kaiju aren't nearly as quick. So I would say he's on par with Destroya. And I would say even if he had, like, a normal melee, that wouldn't change much. At least that's my opinion. I still think, yeah. But point being, he is the first kaiju, besides Destroya, to make it in the S+ tier. Which is technically a spoiler for the next tier list, but at the same time, it's like, for all you know, something could change about him in that time, because he was just recently released, like, 2 days ago. So that could change. You never know. It's mostly comes down to the fact that he has unlimited mobility. Just this cancerous levels of mobility that makes him untouchable in the air. Just, it's good luck. Good luck ever catching him. Like, Heisei Rodan, one of the best flying kaiju for catching, like, little annoyances. Like, I don't know, let's say a Mothra. They'll struggle. They will struggle. Like, he's just absolutely insane. You can also do this funny thing I'm doing here, where you're, like, flying in reverse. Yeah, but you get the idea. Showa MechaGodzilla, I would say, is amazing. Amazing addition to the roster. And he's absolutely insanely powerful. So on that note, I hope you enjoy the video. Goodbye.